I'm not saying the Red Mile is not a challenge, but I have seen much, much worse.
Whatever you have to say, I don't give a shit.
It's all a bit more legal now, I suppose, but hardly more civilized.
Can't believe they'd rough up a guy just for wanting to take a little break.
Whether you're here to gamble, participate, or just watch, the Red Mile has entertainment for everyone. Ah, a new face. I wonder, is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile? Or simply one seeking a respite from the burdens of life? My name is May, and I'm the proprietor of this establishment, home of the famous Red Mile. I assume you're familiar.
You'd rather go back to the days when this place was raided and plundered on a regular basis.
Let's rectify that then, shall we? You will not find a more exciting blood sport in all the settled systems. The Red Mile is an exciting and deadly race to the finish for the galaxy's bravest champions. Those that manage to complete the course win fame and fortune. Those that don't are never heard from again. I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have. In the meantime, please enjoy our world's famous hospitality.
Get the hell out of my face, you pretentious wanker. I'm already bored with this conversation.
A rather open-ended question, but I'll do my best. Red Mile was once a notorious haven for the criminal underworld. Thieves, shipjackers, mercenaries, and smugglers would come here to do business, get drunk, and gamble. I cleaned the place up when I took over. I made it, if not quite a family destination, at least a safer one. Red Mile still offers a unique, exciting experience, but our clientele has improved considerably, and we offer a wider range of services. Because I see the potential for Red Mile to become one of the most unique and popular travel destinations in the settled systems. Because I want to leave a legacy and be remembered for creating something as unique as it is lucrative. Or perhaps it's because, like so many runners who come here to test themselves, I really should challenge. I suppose there's no single reason. Let's just say that I feel it's my calling. I was fortunate to be born into a wealthy family. I used those resources to build an extensive network of contacts across the settled systems. Suffice it to say, I had to call in more than a few favors, but with patience and perseverance, I was able to realize my vision. And now, at last, Red Mile is truly a must-see destination for any who wish to experience it for themselves. Well, it's quite simple, really. Once you register with me, we'll have a little pomp and circumstance before sending you on your way out the big red door. Then it's a race to the buzzer at the other end of the course. You'll deal with obstacles and deadly creatures alike, while people up here place bets on how far you'll get. Make it back alive, and you'll stand to win riches and the admiration of your fans. I'm sure you can figure out what happens if you fail. You're too precious! Yes, of course they bet on our runners' lives. We're outside of the colonies and Freestars for a reason. Betting is a huge part of the Red Mile's appeal. How better to make the most exciting sport in the universe more exciting? Repeat runners draw bigger bets. You should ask Donovan how much bets on him were worth before he was forced to retire. Just a little introduction we do to get the fans all worked up. The Red Mile is a spectator sport, after all. Most people don't complete the course, so this is a way to give those unfortunate souls a proper send-off while they can still appreciate it. Of course. And if you're thinking of running, just let me know. I'll be glad to sign you up. Do enjoy your stay.
Don't think Sister or the Rangers will help you if you get in trouble out here.
I can't wait for the next run. It's gonna be one to remember.
I think that might be Donovan Reese. I dislike him intensely.
A little short now. I'll win it all back someday.
You wouldn't lost a minute in the Red Mile.
Sign everything.
It's about
If you think you've got a chance in the Red Mile, talk to me. She's always happy to have more fodder for the beasties down there. Listen, friend, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm trying to relax and you people won't give me a moment's peace. I tell you what, if you want a conversation with me, it'll cost you. Bring me a runner's rush from the bar, and then we can talk. Deal?
If you feel you cannot in good faith extend his credit further, come and see me. I'll take care of it.
I'll do that.
I know.
Do you now? How about you stop pulling my plonker and come back when you've got what I've asked for?
That's just the way of things.
Yes, ma'am.
This place used to be a real dive, but things are looking up.
Exploitative? Isn't that wrong?
Now, Sati, you're choosing only to look at the negative. Successful runners like Mr. Reese have earned considerable fame through their achievements. Only those who take the greatest risks earn the greatest rewards. We simply provide them with a stage on which to achieve their destiny.
Guess I didn't think about it that way.
Do you remember when you applied for this job fresh out of school, saying that you wanted to gain more practical, real-world experience? Well, it's not always pretty or even fair, but sometimes this is how things work.
I understand.
Please, enjoy your time here at the Red Mile.
Hi, welcome to Red Mile. We've got clean rooms and neat drinks. Can I help you out with either of those? Or both? Ooh, what about both? Ooh, I saw this guy get full-on eaten by one of the larger creatures we had out there one time. Just swallowed him up whole in one gulp. Clearly he was a goner. Not 5 minutes later, after the bets were called and everyone was settling up, the guy bursts out of the thing's stomach and goes on to finish the course. You can imagine that was an interesting night. Just don't imagine what that guy smelled like after, because... Aside from the restaurant and hotel services, we offer full-service starship maintenance and refueling. Just speak to our starport master, Lon Anderson. And don't mind him. He may be a lazy old fart, but when push comes to shove, he gets the job done. Come and see me if you need anything else.
Hey, back off.
Is something bothering you, Sati?
No.
Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy.
It's these ecliptic mercenaries. They keep demanding free drinks. And when I refuse, they threaten me. This is a lot more stress than I was expecting to have to put up with.
We'll find out, won't we?
Well, that is simply unacceptable.
Well, your timing couldn't be worse.
Question about it.
I've spent weeks trying to crack this smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a very important meeting.
This is a wonderful beginning to an
If it
assignment.
happens again, tell them that on my authority, they're required to pay like everyone else. I give them enough money as it is. If they disagree, they can take it up with me personally.
Because I've trained new recruits before, and it's not an experience I want to repeat.
Capitulating to a bully only encourages them. If you want to get their attention and earn their respect, a show of strength.
I hope so. I don't have time to catch you up, so you're gonna have to follow my lead. I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me vital information about the smuggling ring. If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid, she might be able to help you find Marco. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting. I'm at a critical point in my investigation, and frankly, your presence here is an unwelcome complication. Now let's just get this over with. She won't be staying long, so I don't have time to brief you. You'll find out everything you need to know when you meet with her. Follow me. Yes?
It can get rowdy in here sometimes, but we try to keep things civil.
You said you'd be
It's a
alone.
pleasure to have you.
Yeah, well, things changed. Take a seat.
Sati, my dear. Looking particularly
So you're working with
fetching
Autumn,
today.
huh?
Here to ask for another...
Who are you?
You know, heard you boasting to anyone who comes comes with an earshot about your fame and fortune. If you've got a fortune, why can't you buy your own?
A woman who's growing increasingly impatient, that's who.
The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, we're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why?
Rather, he enjoys the adoration of the masses, which as often as not.
Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company to be doing.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco, Jade here is the head of a small smuggling cartel. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation. And he started moving in on my territory.
Passion. I'll be at my table.
Right.
Because it might get a little awkward if my sister here had to arrest me. Well, thanks for the economics lesson, but I think I know my trade. Look, the bad news is, Marco's incredibly paranoid. He never stays in one place for long. The good news is, I know how to find him.
But you're not going to tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
May Divine. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
May's the key to this whole thing, but I don't know her. Maybe try to get on her good side? She's the owner and manager here. Inherited the place when her husband was killed. Yeah, well, so can she. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. It's how she makes most of her money. Of course, people that hard-blooded aren't easy to find.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the Mile. That's a death sentence. There has to be another way.
You've been a ranger long enough that too many people know your face and your name. Runners attract a lot of attention. If someone recognizes you and tips off May, this whole thing is shot. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy. It's pretty unlikely that a lot of people know you.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco. All right. It's your call to make.
You have played your hand well, Jade. Using the Rangers to eliminate a rival. Very clever.
From where I'm sitting, we're using each other.
If it's really as simple as asking May Divine for a meeting with Marco, then I guess that's all you need to do. We'll wait here for you. Try not to die. Will you?
My day is suddenly much improved. How about that?
You're really going to take on the Mile, huh?
I keep thinking the next time I'm gonna live up to the legacy.
Things people would do to try and make money.
If you have what it takes. That is true. But Mr. Graziani values his privacy. What is your business with him? Exactly. Yes, this is not unknown to me. His association with the First is troubling, to say the least, and that trouble could find its way here. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco. Are you prepared to run the Red Mile? Good. Once you've begun, I'll collect bets from our patrons who will place wagers on your survival. I'm afraid not. But I'm sure your confidence will inspire our patrons to place substantial wagers on your survival. That's what every runner says.
You definitely have at least 50-50 chance.
Now that we're clear on what's expected of you, are you ready to begin? Good. Come with me and I'll introduce you.
You really sure you want to run the mile?
Your attention, please! Valued patrons and honored guests! For one brave soul, the hour of fame is at hand. Yes! A runner has come to test the Red Mile! Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steely determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show! The rules are simple. Go through the door and take the elevator down to where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower you'll see in the distance. Once you've done so, return here alive and your run will be complete. Go now, runner, and see if you can survive the mile!
Well, this should be fun. I too prefer custom alterations to the standard issue. The stock versions are never quite what you want, are they? It has been some time since I have visited the Red Mile. Little has changed, it seems.
Come then, meet your death. Once again, we are triumphant.
hope wherever you store that the smell will not be an issue.
This is for you! Finished! Where have they gone? The best you can do.
I would move the stars for you. But I hope it does not come to that.
We reach the stacks, trigger the flare, and make it back. We can do this!
An interesting find. Shall we? Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
nothing there now. Is that for selling later or personal use?
Congratulations, runner. You have succeeded where most have failed. In fact, you seem none the worse for wear.
You better stop messing with my unit, or there are gonna be consequences.
Oh, you mean consequences?
I'm not easily impressed, but you've managed to surprise me. As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco. I'll dispatch a courier to let him know you're coming. Please take a moment to relax and enjoy our hospitality. I'll return shortly.
The occasional pirate would set his document. Pirates would leave and the guests would return.
I took this job so I could be here to see all the runners in person. Of course,
You're back. Are you okay?
Well, it's not up to you, is it? Meanwhile, here's some free advice.
And here I was feeling like a nervous wreck the whole time. Guess I had nothing to worry about. Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smuggling investigation?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. All you see in people is what you can get from them. I'm glad, because that was an incredibly brave thing you did. And we need rangers with that kind of courage. Also, I owe you an apology. I was pretty awful to you at first. I'm sorry about that. You're right. Let's focus on the job. Once you're on your way, I'll return to the Rock and let the Marshal know what's going on. Come home safe, Deputy. That's an order.
You always were the soft one, little sister.
Oh, go to hell. Or at least make yourself useful and get us some drinks.
You must be tougher than you look.
That's really simple out there on the Red Mile. Don't die.
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient. Only that someone wanted a meeting. Don't expect to catch him unprepared. He keeps a sizable force of mercenaries aboard his ship as bodyguards. He's intelligent, well-connected, and utterly ruthless. He's also a man of taste who appreciates the finer things. You'll find out soon enough what I mean. Good. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you.
Look at that. You've done all your business.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Thank you. Pick up the hail. There you are. Bounty hunting has gone nice and fat. It's time to collect. Big dog from a corpse. Let's go. Initiated.
Site is clear. Descent started.
Let us see what wonders of life this planet hosts.
Boss is in the back.
Anyone who allows us just to walk into a space like this is very, very confident. Or, I suppose, very insecure.
Here to join the first, best merc company there is.
Better behave while you're in here.
The first don't mess around. You're lucky to get a meeting with Markham.
Beat the Red Mile, huh? Nice. Nice ship, huh?
Got my eyes on you. This music is gonna put me to sleep. The first, don't mess around.
Are we impressed? Clearly that is the goal. I think...
The
Never
dulcet
mind, I am
tones
not
of
impressed.
classical piano. It really puts the soul at ease.
How quickly can you get that done?
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks. Ah, I see. You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
Tread carefully, Marco. You underestimate the deputy at your peril.
And who might you be?
Call me Andreja.
Welcome to my home, Andreja. If I may be so bold, you possess a certain mystique. It's a pleasure to have you here.
The feeling is not mutual, and I am not the one with whom you should be trying to curry favor, Marco.
Your deputy friend here could have a bright future, assuming we all keep our heads. To settle accounts, Major Hall served with distinction during the Colony War. But the leaders of the Free Star Collective, they turned on him. In his eyes, the Rangers are enforcers for a corrupt Council of Governors. That makes you his enemy. As for me, I didn't see any profit in nursing that grudge. I prefer to focus on the future. That's right. Major Hall spent 20 years in lockup nursing a grudge against the Free Star Collective. We all did. A lot of good men and women died for nothing because of those cowards you work for. You've chosen your side, and I've chosen mine. I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You are on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who'll kill you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand. I have a better idea. Instead, I tell you something you don't want to know. But you should. The Council of Governors is a group of greedy and corrupt liars who are using you and the other Rangers to protect their own interests. Do you really think they give a damn about the people of the Free Star Collective? Whatever road brought you here, your journey ends today.
Much more! Grenade in the air!
Give up already. You thought you could win? Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
This is for you!
Like this.
the hut up at the front.
Ever run into spacers?
These Rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They ain't afraid of anything.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. He's probably right. Hey there, Deputy. How goes the hunt for the first? Good, good. If you ask me, I don't think they stand a chance. You're like an Ashta creeping silently through the high grass, waiting for your chance to pounce, and then boom! Down they'll go. So, did you get any more of those encrypted slates? Because, let me tell you, I am so close. Who, me? Doubt you? Not a chance, Deputy. I knew you were a natural the moment I laid eyes on you.